So ladies, I'd love to share with you how I had the privilege to become aware of public transportation offered through the Upper Cumberland Human Resources Agency. And that began when I knew that I would be moving back home to Cookeville in January of 22. I immediately began seeking out public transportation in this area because I have a full-time job working at a local employer and knew I would need a ride back and forth to work. Because I'm legally blind, I would have no other way to get back and forth to work that would be reliable and affordable. And for me, those are two very important things. When you're a person with visual impairments, you do have to pay for your rides where you need to go. And it's a beautiful blessing to have public transportation that is very affordable. From the moment my very first phone call, I was just so pleased with the individual I spoke with on the phone, asking questions about, do you travel back and forth from where I'm going to be living to my place of work? Because I live out in the county. I don't live inside the city limits of Cookeville. So it's a great blessing to know that public transportation here through UCHRA is one that goes beyond the city limits. And to know that was just such a relief, even before my feet hit the ground here in Tennessee, to know that I would have reliable transportation back and forth. Then when I arrived, scheduling that transportation was very easy, and I've never had a day where I felt like my driver was not competent. They're very competent drivers, very kind and friendly. I've always felt safe going from my home back and forth to work, and am picked up timely, getting me to work on time, as well as picked up timely after work, getting me home safely. I think often about the fact that I've been riding the bus now for over 2 years, and the consistency and the reliability. Even my employer has mentioned being impressed with the timeliness and the flexibility, even if my schedule changes, that I've received. I also think about the blessing that it is to be able to recommend this to people that I come in contact with in my daily job, whether it's a customer who comes in or a coworker. Most recently, I recommended this public transportation service to a lady that I go to church with, who said, I'm getting ready to sell my car and I'm exploring options for transportation in the community that are affordable, and I highly recommend it. Public transportation through UCHRA. So it's a great blessing. The other thing I think about is all the people behind the scenes that individuals may not think about that work together, from the mechanics that keep the buses running to the schedulers that help you get your appointments scheduled, your rides back and forth, as well as the dispatchers who are assisting the drivers the day of, and then the training for the drivers, those who train them. The communication between each department is done so beautifully, so that ultimately the result for the individual riding is seamless. It feels very well coordinated, which allows me to feel comfortable and to feel safe knowing that I can depend on my ride every day.